Welcome, birdies, to another episode of Raven's Nest. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Raven, and this
I'm
is
Raven.
Thanks for joining our flock. Today, we will be discussing coming out. So, as you can see at our nest, we have two guests. Whoop whoop.
Hello.
What's up?
This is Devon, and this is Bree. And yeah, we're gonna just be talking all about the LGBTQ element of P.
At this point.
Yeah.
Look, let me just start right there. I'm so happy you did that because I do it. Sometimes I'll be like the alphabet crew, whatever, da da da. And I have nothing against the community at all, but it's too many. Like I don't even know what does T stand for.
Transgender.
Oh, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. Right?
Queer
It's
in
like an
question
AI
is
too,
cute.
right?
Oh,
See,
so-
that's
I don't
why.
even know.
That's
I
why.
don't even know what it stands for.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not alone. Okay.
Yeah. So, we'll be talking all about that. I am bi, so I'm the beginning community. You're
I am bi.
Lesbian.
I'm straight.
I was like, and right off it in it.
There's always one.
But these are my people, and I'm for them. So don't come for them unless we send for you. Okay.
I'm here for it, Raven.
Okay, so we're going to start with our first question today, which is, what can you say has been your biggest struggle as a gay bi man in the Black community?
I would have to say the judgment and being able to just keep it moving. You know, there's a lot of judgment in the gay community. Definitely when it comes to masculine, feminine, the list goes on and on. But it's definitely important to keep that noise quiet so you can be able to still be on that journey of finding your identity. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Bree, what would you say your biggest struggle is?
I agree with what he said. It's more like on social media. Like in person, you really don't run into too many people that's like that. Like trying to give you a hard time and being judgmental. It's more on social media having to deal with that.
Yeah, because they be internet bullies.
Yeah.
And they have something to hide behind versus in your face.
yeah.
They're not going to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
So I'll answer the same question. For me, I know I dealt with a lot of judgment from my family. I also dealt with a lot of judgment in the LGBTQ community as far as being a bi female. Like, not really from the community as a whole. I would say from gay girls. Like, they give a lot of.
I don't want nobody who's bi. I want you to be straight.
I just want you to be straight gay.
Yeah,
like, basically.
Or masculine ones.
Yeah, like they
that,
just they don't be wanting to deal with this. So I would say I dealt with more pressure and more judgment from gay females. Of course, I dealt with it from my family as well. But yeah,
It's like some gays that look at it as like you being greedy.
Yeah,
But it's not the
literally those
case.
exact
It's not
words.
the
Like,
case.
But
people
like
would say-
masculine, I feel like they're like they don't want a female that's has dick too. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I want a girl that likes females only. Like, but you never know. Like a female could say like, oh, I'm gay,
Exactly.
but still on the low doing other stuff. You never know.
Because I know a lot of females that around the time that I first came out, they were saying they were like just strictly gay. And me being one of them, only because, like I said, it was I was younger, and
It's been a
at the
journey.
same time, I felt like the judgment I initially had being bi, I was just like, you know what, forget it, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like dealing with all of that. I didn't want to deal with all of that. As I got older and I was more accepting of myself,
Yeah.
it didn't really matter to me what other people thought. It didn't really matter. Like if a girl want to fuck with me, like you gonna have to accept
Right.
that I'm bi. Like I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to kick it. Like long story short. So, yeah, I can definitely say I had to grow into that.
So with you also being bi, how is it for you? Like when you date whomever you're with, do you tell them up front like, "Hey, I am bi," or how do you come out with that?
It varies. Like I could be dating a dude, but for example, this happened 2 months ago.
Okay.
Just like me listening to a lot of female music, they be like, "Oh, you could never be bi. Like, you could never date a girl." But then they see me out in the club and they see a girl interested in me, and they be like, so I don't know if it's coming off as like intimidation, jealousy, that they can never pull a girl like they want to because they're just gay. I just think it's just a way of me just breathing it out. I don't know. It's really one of those things I just can't understand to this day of why are you so concerned about my sexuality? I tell you I'm bi. If you don't want to believe it, it is what it is.
Right.
So what about when you're dating women?
When I'm dating women, I don't know. It's a whole different vibe with me. I don't know. I shut all that gay shit off.
Are you serious?
I really do. Like, I shut all that gay shit off. It's
Okay.
just like, I'm just all about you.
I
But
can see that.
these days, I've been more comfortable dating other bisexual girls.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
takes a lot of weight off my chest.
Okay. With both of you guys being bi, have y'all dated both, male and female at the same time? Like, not together in a triangle relationship, but like, but like, I have my boyfriend and I have my girlfriend. Like, y'all ever done that?
No, not I mean, yeah, I actually kind of have, but in general, like the one that was, I guess, the most serious, I was actually dating a guy and a girl at the same time, and I just feel like it's better that way. Like, I get everything I want, like, so like it's better that way. But honestly, like he was saying, like with guys and girls, like whether I'm dating a guy or whether I'm dating a girl, a lot of times greedy does come up a lot. Like, people be saying, like, I'm greedy, like, and they be feeling like, well, you ain't got as much to worry about as I do, because, like, I don't really know who I can trust you with. Like, you could say you're going over your homegirl house, and that could be, somebody.
that is true.
You say you're going over your homeboy house, that could be somebody you fucking with. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a struggle with.
I got to be annoying to deal with.
It might be.
I have to just make sure that I keep trust and loyalty at the top of my brain.
Exactly.
And let them know if you have to give that back to me so we can keep this moving. Because if you don't trust me, there's no way we're going to make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so let's see.
How has your family been through you coming out?
Through you coming out, how was your family?
Okay, 2016, I came out with this dude. I was in love. I was going to marry this man. I came out to my mom. She going to say what? I knew. Like, what are you talking about? You knew. All this sneaking around, all this chit chat. It was just, but it's been an up and down journey. But it's a beautiful thing that my mother accepts me for who I am.
Yes.
And a lot of people do not have that, and I just take it for what it is. And keep it
That's
moving.
definitely a blessing.
Yes.
It's definitely a blessing, because even I feel like it's a lot harder for guys to come out.
It is.
I feel like people are less accepting.
It was extremely hard for me to do, but I needed to do that for myself. If my
Yeah.
family don't care, nobody else should care.
Yeah.
If they do
Right,
care, I know
yeah.
it's coming from another place. So
I bet you felt like relieved to finally, whew, I can breathe
yes,
now.
I know people in their 40s that still haven't came out. I mean,
Yeah,
but
that's
at the
crazy.
same time, the whole narrative of coming out, this is all due for a straight man or a straight person to be comfortable. I don't even feel like you should even come out no more.
That's actually
I agree.
But that's a
too.
whole other topic.
that's actually a question I had. Like, where is it at?
Like, coming out just to make somebody else be comfortable is just like, there's no need.
Yeah, and I
live your
definitely agree
life.
with it, because it's on here somewhere. I can't find it, but we can go ahead and address that. Because the fact of,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Bree,
so
I think we
pretty,
talked
by the
about this
way.
recently too. I just feel like in general, why? Why do we
Yeah.
have to come out?
That's just like you
Point
coming out like,
taken.
I'm
Exactly.
straight.
Like, hey, everybody,
Okay,
I'm straight.
cool.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
You're right.
Again, I feel like if it's somebody you're talking to or somebody you're
Yeah.
fucking with, like, yeah, cool.
Right.
I'm gonna let you know
Yeah.
my sexuality. However, as far as coming out to the world,
It's really
like,
nobody business.
it's not.
At all.
Like,
Right.
Business.
I definitely don't agree with it. I don't agree with the fact that you have to come out. Like, why do we have to announce it?
Yeah.
Why? And again, I don't mind. I'm so for everybody being themselves,
Right.
and living in your truth. So I don't feel like it has to be said. But hey, if I want to post all over my page that I'm gay, then that should
That's
be my
you.
choice. It shouldn't
Facts.
have to be like you gotta come out, you gotta tell people,
No.
you gotta let the world know. Like, I don't agree with that at all.
Time and place for everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, you now, all of y'all, like, he went, what about y'all
Oh,
coming out?
Oh. I was a freshman in high school, and I had a urban chat.
Yeah.
Urban chat. Yeah. So on there, I was gay or whatever.
Oh.
And
It got back to the
Not gonna-
parentals, right?
man, yes.
Wow.
So I got home, and my mom was like, "Is it true?" And I'm like, "What? Like, is it true that you like girls?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And that was pretty much it. Like, nothing else was said. My dad never said anything. My aunts used to tell me it was a phase.
That's
And
something
would
else
pray
we got
over
over
me.
here too.
Yeah, pray over me.
Oh,
Lord
wow.
have
Man.
So how did that feel? Because to be honest, if I love God, you know what I'm saying. If you want to pray with me, pray over me. I appreciate that.
Right. But
But
it's
if
like
I'm
y'all
gay
trying
and
to
y'all-
pray the gay away.
Yeah,
too.
like that would have
Yeah.
had me heated.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah, and I was only a freshman in high school because I used to be like, okay, like, I'm going to prove you. Like, it's not a phase, the fuck.
Yeah,
But-
I definitely can agree with that. A lot of people was telling me that too, especially with me being bi and me not really owning my sexuality.
Yeah.
Like people, when I go from dating a female to
Yeah.
dating a guy, people like, see, yeah, I told you it was a phase. Like, nah, nigga, because I still think she cute, she cute,
Right.
she cute. Like, I fuck with her. Like, no, it's not a phase. Like, I still, because people will say stuff to me like, if I'm dating, well, as I'm dating a guy, so they'll be like, oh, so you're not gay no more. Like, that didn't go
Do
away.
you know what it means to be bi? Like, come on.
Yeah,
now.
like it don't go away because of the person I'm currently
Right,
dating.
yeah.
Like, no, I'm not just fully gay because I have a girlfriend or vice versa. Like, but yeah, I know it's really big on people feeling like it's a phase. Like,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, I made a comment on one of our previous podcasts. Like, I don't feel like, don't get me wrong, I feel like people can try it and not like it.
Yeah.
However, I feel like even that urge to try it,
means something.
it means
It's
something.
a spark.
Yeah, like it means
Okay.
something, and people don't realize that. Like, they're like, oh, I'm not gay, but like, I mess around with a girl. Like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Cause
Or only mess around with a girl
When you're
they're
drunk or-
yeah,
Come on now.
like no, you are. Like you're not accepting that. Because at the end of the day, I feel like a straight male, he's not finna just go suck a dick just because he's drunk.
No.
Like,
I mean,
if he's straight,
You're gay.
You're gay. You're gay.
like,
you're
Let's cut to the
you're-
chase.
yeah, like that's not gonna happen. I feel like at the end of the day, it's something, and you might not take it seriously yourself.
Right.
You might not be ready to own it. Whatever the case is, but I don't feel like you swing the other way from time to time, but you're not gay.
Yeah.
Like no,
Yeah.
I don't.
Whatever's done in the dark will come to light.
It always does.
And me
Always.
bashing you or trying to expose you is really not going to help me
It's
out.
not.
At all.
But I would say, keep your judgment to yourself because
Exactly.
I can. But it's like,
okay.
just because I'm in my light of being an open black gay male, bi male, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I just want you to try to do the same if you could. It would be
Yeah.
a better place if everybody can just live in their own life.
Yes. Yeah,
I
I
agree.
definitely agree with that.
Here.
Okay, so next thing is judgment, stereotypes. Going through a phase was the first one. I know, like I said, speaking on going through a phase, like people feel like when I date a femme, for those of you who don't know, feminine female, people never take my
Serious.
relationship serious.
What?
No,
Wow.
they always feel like, I mean, I guess we just playing
Just doing
around.
it just,
like,
yeah.
but yeah, they never take my relationship seriously if I'm dating a femme, and why? Because it's the same thing as if I was dating a stud.
Right.
Like, it's still a female.
Yeah.
It's still somebody I'm serious with. That doesn't change because we're both feminine.
Right. I used to be like that when I was younger, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like,
for
film
real?
on film, I'm like, girl,
That's fake.
mess with both of y'all or one of y'all. Like, but I mean, I've grown and I'm older now, and like I get it. But when I was younger,
Yeah.
I used to think the same thing.
Love is love, man.
It
Yeah.
is.
So I'll do the reverse. Of course, I've never been in this situation, but people be feeling another judgment that I'm used to hearing is two studs. Like people feeling like,
Oh yeah,
oh, that's nasty. Like,
Really?
For real?
yes, I've definitely
a
heard
lot,
that. Like people say,
especially from studs. Like,
Yeah,
Most of the
What?
they're the
judgment
main
be in our own
ones.
community.
exactly,
Yeah,
it be in
they
the
do.
community. Like, and people be like, oh, that's nasty. Like, y'all both masculine. Like, why?
Like
They both
how?
girls. They both
Makes
girls.
No sense.
It don't change. They're both females. So
Clothing. That's it.
I never
Yeah,
knew that.
you're
I
right.
never knew
exactly.
that.
That's it.
Like, and that's what I be telling people because people ask me like, how you talk to a stud and you, but you don't like dudes, and I'm like, Because when that stud clothes come off, like
She got titties.
she got
titties
titties. Like,
and a cooch.
exactly. Like,
She got a different package.
Right.
I've dated a film dude, and I see the pressure inside as far as society, like me holding his hand, knowing he got like a little makeup on, a little concealer. I can see the judgment, but if I'm like dating a masculine dude, he ain't gonna want to hold my hand. I'm not gonna want to hold his hand either. So it's just like I don't know. It's just the judgment. It's always judgment.
and I just feel like everybody needs to live their own life. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Even with gay males, like one thing I have noticed, and this could be very stereotypical, but I'm gonna say it
Let 'em know.
anyway. But I feel like a lot of the judgment on gay males comes from undercover guys.
I
Like,
do too.
and that's just my truth. Like I feel like, especially people that are so adamant about it, like they make a serious deal about being around them. Just anything. Matter of fact, I can use you as an example. One time, I on a previous episode, I talked about, we talked about undercover dudes. We talked about the fact that I was in a relationship with one previously.
Gross.
There was a time that me and you were talking about kicking it. You were gonna come over. I don't remember what happened to where you didn't come over. But the guy that I was dating that was
You didn't
undercover-
know? You didn't know he was gay at all?
No, but he was coming up. He was supposed to come over and see me. We were talking about it, and I told him like, "Hey, my homeboy coming over or whatever, blah blah." And I was like, he asking which homeboy or whatever. I'm like, "This is him or whatever," and he was like, "Of course, he's attractive." I tell him all the time, he fine. But he was like, gave a look. I'm like, he's gay. Don't even trip or whatever. He's like, "I'ma leave. I gotta go."
See?
Like.
He didn't
So
wanna
you
get
just don't
turned
leave
on.
because
He didn't want to get turned on walking in the
like,
door.
Okay.
Boner alert.
He don't know what faces he's gonna produce once I pull
Exactly.
up.
He's like,
shit.
"I'ma just leave" or whatever, and I'm like, because he coming over,
Yeah.
like, what you think he gonna do? Just leap on you when he get in here?
Right.
Like, just
No.
'cause- and I hate
He
that.
thought he
That's the
was
shit
gonna
I
leap on
hate.
him.
Just because
Yes,
you gay,
just 'cause you
they
gay.
feel like you ain't got no self-control.
Exactly, like just because I'm gay don't mean every time I see a female, like I'm trying to fuck. Like
Right.
that's not
That's
the
not my
case. I'm not
intention.
attracted to everybody, and even if I am attracted to them, that don't mean I want to fuck with them.
Right,
Like
yeah.
so. And I don't get how people don't understand. Like, okay, so do you say that if you was to go around a dude, like I don't feel like you finna attack
Right.
every
Hell
dude you
no.
see.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
so I don't feel like they be acting like gay people have no fucking self.
You know what else?
Like,
It's
I
funny.
don't want you. You're not my type.
Exactly. Like,
But I was gonna say, like, I remember in high school, of course, that's when a lot of people would come out. So when they would come out, then all of a sudden it's in the locker room, like, oh, don't go by her. She's gonna be
Don't
looking at you.
change.
Yeah,
Like,
like
girl.
it is not like that.
exactly. Like, and people just be.
Or
so,
maybe it is.
But dang, give me a chance to at least approach you, goddamn.
Right.
Like, don't act like I'm.
Like,
just
I
gonna-
might be wanting to hide and change from you. You
Exactly.
might be looking at me.
Exactly.
Okay. Shit.
So, let's see. Another one. Being gay makes you less of a male. That's another stereotype, another judgment I feel like it's passed, and I don't fucking agree with it.
I wouldn't.
I feel like I know some gay men that are more men than some of the straight men I meet. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I don't know why they feel like, of course, because a man is gay, like he has to be feminine
Right.
or he has to be. I don't know. That it make like that he's just gonna be less of
It's
a man. Like,
ridiculous. Like me being gay is pretty much 20, probably 30% of my life. I pay my bills like everybody else. Wash dishes like everybody else. Nothing's changed. Nothing's different. But I do get that a lot. But I don't think that's true at all.
Not at all.
You gotta look at it. All these clothes that you be wearing, all these fashion designers, they're gay. So
Okay,
Facts.
for real.
yeah,
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
facts. So if you want to look at it like that, I mean, that's all. It's all coming back to your childhood and what you was taught. You have to. I just think these men these days, if you want to be so judgmental, it's time to unlearn and figure out what you really mad at. Because if you really think somebody's less of a man than you, I mean, we can take it to the
The only
drawing
time
board.
I would say that person is less than a man is if they're feminine or whatever.
Feminine, yeah.
Feminine, yeah. That's it. But that's their choice. They're choosing to be
Yeah,
like
their
that. You know, other than that,
Yeah.
I could be gay and you still the same, like, you know, a man. You can
Exactly.
still help me put up, you know, grab this
Right.
and build this or whatever.
yeah,
But
like,
I ain't doing it because I know they people be saying like masculine, like studs or whatever, be want to be a man and shit. Like, don't
have
ask me
heard
to
that.
move no fucking refrigerator 'cause I'm not doing it. Don't fucking. I might put a bed together or something, but I'm not
to be a
gonna.
man.
No, I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I have done that before.
See, no, ma'am.
To my,
No, ma'am.
To my stud friend, I'm like, man, you're the man of the house. Come on, do this.
That's right. I make jokes about it.
Yeah.
Like, even when we, for one of our homegirls' birthdays, we had went bowling or whatever, and we took like a group with the girls and a group with the guys.
Yeah.
And
And we had
I
one.
told her, and I was like, she's a stud or whatever. I told her, I was like, you taking a picture with the dudes or the females? And I was like,
Take it
and
with
so-
both.
Exactly. And so we was taking a picture with the females, and I was like, oh, the guys taking a picture. Come on.
I'm weak. It's always a joke. Like my
Screaming.
cousins, you know, my cousins, they be calling me cause my name's Brianna, whatever, Bree. They be calling me Uncle Brian.
I was just
all the
gonna say,
time. I'm like, all right, Uncle Brian. Okay, yeah, okay.
Another one is studs shouldn't be bi. People feel like because you dress masculine,
right.
like you shouldn't be bi, which is again.
I like what I like. And you
Right.
can't help that. You
Right.
can't help that I look at you and find you attractive. I look at you and think,
Right.
ugh, you know?
Or
Yeah.
that you, if a guy finds you attractive, don't get me wrong. When a guy finds a stud attractive, depending, not really.
When a
stud,
guy finds a
That's
stud
rare.
attractive, I'm thinking,
He gay.
yes.
Why though?
Why?
Why?
'Cause she's still a
because
female.
because at the same time,
It's masculine energy.
yeah.
that's what it is. But maybe
I
they
kind
don't.
of see it a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just like Aaliyah would dress like more not like feminine, but kind of like
She would.
masculine, like what TLC,
She would, but she
like
also,
more
like-
back
She
in the
still
day.
had,
Oh,
like,
like
Her
makeup and
hairstyle,
stuff. Yeah.
makeup,
That's
whatever.
what it is.
Like, but at the end of the day, I feel like I don't care if you're from being straight, gay, bi, whatever. I feel like mind y'all fucking business. Let people
Yeah.
like who the
That's
fuck
what I'm
they
saying.
like. Because at the end of the day, if they not fucking or feeding you, it shouldn't even affect you. Like,
Yeah.
it really shouldn't matter to
Disrespecting you, anything like that. They
It's-
leaving you alone. Like
Exactly. And
I
like,
know a lot of stuff. They just want to have babies. They want to have kids.
Yeah.
They want to settle down.
And that's
just like
another-
everybody else.
exactly. And of course, that's another judgment that's passed too. Like, if a stud
Oh,
get
yeah.
pregnant,
pregnant,
like,
yeah.
Oh, you must have got like, bro, the having like a kid the natural way is not the only way to having a kid. Like
No.
me and Reagan, we had a baby and we did at home insemination. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
thank you.
he's adorable too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, next thing is lack of understanding in the family, friends, and in the community. And it really just kind of goes back to everything that we've been saying. Like, I know something that I get asked so frequently when I'm dating a female is, how y'all have sex? Like,
Bruh. Annoying.
Bitch, how you have sex?
Annoying. Okay. I know we gonna last longer than 2 minutes. Cause what I heard is Raven. Is that true? Is that true?
I think it's different. Every
Hello?
person is different. So some
Yeah,
2 minutes, some might be like, God damn, you done?
No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I'm done.
2 minutes.
No.
Bro, I'm getting
Listen.
warmed up. We
When I
So
say
wet.
Just getting started.
Okay.
yeah, because that ain't the case with every man. Because I will say this. My man, Lord, when I tell y'all, I'll be like, bro.
All night long.
Yeah, like, I'm done.
I'll
Can
be
you
like,
hurry
bro.
up?
Okay, now it could, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be about to. I'm gonna fall asleep. Like, it could be good and everything,
Aw.
but listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fall asleep. Cause
My last nigga, he was 7 minutes minimum. I was like, what the fuck was this?
like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
why do you have so much time? Like,
I need to go for a few hours.
I
Make
need-
sure you got a bottle of waters.
32
What?
hours.
Thirsty.
32
Oh
hours.
my gosh, that's a whole workout. You got water.
I be sweating, boy. Be sweating.
No,
I know that's right. That sounds like great sex.
listen,
Healthy, great
realized-
sex.
Don't get me wrong,
Yes.
because I really had to realize the difference. Like I said, with my dude now, like, it was a difference between. I know when that was one of the reasons I liked fucking with females, because we could go longer. Like,
Yeah.
however, I don't know if it's because I'm older or what, but I'd be like, bro,
Oh yeah.
what is we doing?
I have the moments sometimes, but
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes.
Because I know, like, again, it's been previous guys that I fucked with, and I'm like, damn, that's it. Like,
So
and
okay, I
only-
have a great question.
Okay.
So I know all about the backpack. I know all about the little strap. Get the strap. Do you have to know how to thrust and fuck as a stud to?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
It's
can't
not
just
putting
put it
out.
on and just.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you definitely gotta know what you're doing. That don't change.
Yeah.
But, like,
Okay, I didn't know that.
But does it feel realistic?
no, okay. So
Okay, thanks for your honesty.
Getting into that, that's another thing. Like I stopped. Again, I don't know if it's just me that changed or what, but I used to be really into using a strap. Like, but after a while, I think it was when I went back to fucking with dudes. Like, there
You
was
was
a
like,
time
it's not
frame.
the real thing.
Yeah, like
It's
it
not
was
the
a time frame from like that I was just strictly girls. And during that time frame, I was cool with using a strap or whatever. But when I went back to dudes and like went back, it was like, bro, don't come near me with that. Like,
I don't fucking
like no, like we can fuck with each other. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like no toys included, but I mean like in general, my reason for fucking with a female is to be with a female. I want to enjoy you personally. If I want some dick, I'll go get that. Like, but that's not what
But that don't mean like you want dick if you use a strap. It's
technically
just penetration.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say dick, I mean like you want penetration. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah,
like,
okay.
And of course, straps are dick shaped. So when I said,
Thanks for the clarification.
straps are dick shaped. So when I say if I wanted some dick, that's what I like. That's what I mean by. Because again, you can have penetration without a strap. Like,
Right,
you
yeah,
can, there's other ways, but
Understandable.
as far as a strap, like, no, I'm good.
Like the other thing, that might be one of y'all questions. Men saying like, oh, if you take strap, then you like dick, or like, bro, no. Like, why are you fucking with a stud? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I be seeing like when I go to the sex store to like buy whatever, I see straight couples buying dicks. I promise you,
I believe it.
I believe you.
way more than I see gay people in there. And
I'm
they shop
not.
together, proud.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
At the end of the day,
That's cool.
I would say this. I feel
Important.
like I'm a big believer of like pretty much anything that you do with your female.
Right.
I don't feel like you're gay. Like if you're doing it with your girl,
Yeah.
I don't feel like you're gay.
Yeah.
Whether that be, and another thing I'm big on saying is like, because people be saying like, oh, like some dudes feel like they ass shouldn't be touched, like you know, and I just feel like, well, his ass is like my ass, like we got the same ass, so like
Stay away from my ass.
Stay away from my ass too.
I eat booty, but you ain't eating mine.
Not allowed. Do not enter.
Okay.
Let me know
if I even
beforehand.
feel
'Cause
like
I'm
you
gonna grab
getting
some
close.
ass. Okay.
No man.
Look, you can grab it, but that's it. You can slap it. That's
I don't
it.
even like that. I don't like my ass slapped.
I'm big on grabbing ass. I am. I don't care. I don't care. Like y'all get over it.
Don't touch my booty hole area.
That's it.
Don't do it. And like it's crazy because like I date, you know, like femmes and they be wanting to eat my ass and I'm like, no, ma'am, I don't like it.
I do it.
It's a whole new world, child.
I do.
No.
I can't even. I can't even lie. But it's. I don't know. I just feel like again, we got the same ass. Like
It's
we got the
really
same ass.
about
I don't care.
preference.
I feel like anything you do with your female, I feel like
Yeah.
y'all don't think you're gay. Like I don't care if your bitch uses a strap on you. Like that is y'all business. That's y'all business.
it
You're doing it
is,
with your.
but
It is
I
that.
don't
You're
know.
right. It's their business,
I
but I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna
That's
lie.
why you see
I
straight
don't
people.
know.
That's why you see straight.
But that's the dude's G spot, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Okay, that prostate.
Okay, maybe maybe
changing world.
Oh man.
hand emoji.
Hey.
Okay, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to have females have sex. Let's see.
Great
Oh.
question.
You're too cute to be gay.
That
What the-
pisses me
oh.
off.
I was gonna say, I know y'all
The
heard
greatest
Yes.
the
Like,
greatest
Yes.
myth.
Of
What?
all
Because like,
time.
do you
Dudes
have
say
to be
that-
ugly to be gay? Like, is
Like
that?
you literally
Yeah.
gotta be ugly to be gay.
Yeah, like,
Right.
cause I don't care. I don't want an ugly person. So
Right.
me being about female, like, bitch, I need you. I need all bad bitches to be to be
Right.
gay.
It just don't make sense. You be trying to say it to yourself like you're too cute to be gay. Like,
What the hell?
that makes
fuck
no
was that?
sense.
You know what? I would reply back. I'm
Kinda
too
like
cute to be
prison
straight.
talk.
Look, I told you.
Okay.
Like,
And it'd be a lot of ugly people saying it too.
Yeah,
ugly
like-
men.
Spoke too
Like,
soon.
boy, if you don't get your ugly
Nobody
ass
want
off.
you.
Shit.
And then being bi, you don't know what you want. No, nigga, I know exactly what the fuck I
Right,
want.
yeah.
Like,
I want
it
both.
all, nigga. I want it all. That's what I want. I hate that. Like, it just drives me crazy.
Too
Like,
cute to
again,
be
you.
gay. That
I'm
makes
stuck.
absolutely no
Right.
sense.
But that we already addressed that one too.
did.
Okay, let's go. Views on undercover men. I want to hear from
Both.
of you. Well,
You
we
can
got
go.
Me,
Yeah.
undercover man.
Have you known any other undercover men?
No,
Okay.
no.
But
none
you've
at
heard
all.
stories, of course, right?
Yeah, I've heard stories, and I feel like it's a tough situation. Like, I get it, but at the same time, it's kind of like you kind of fucking people over. Like,
You really are.
really.
But I get it. I think I get it more than I get it with them like coming out, because the world does make it hard for
They do.
men to come out. That's why a lot of men are down low, because they know they could get killed, get beat up, fucking disowned from their family and
Yeah.
friends. Like, their friends are probably think like, this nigga probably been wanting to fuck me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, stupid
Yeah,
shit.
it
So
is.
I get it. It's hard. Yeah, I think it's hard.
I just think in that aspect, if you would have been real from the jump, like, I'm gonna be honest. Of course, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I think you guys pretty much know this at a very young age, like elementary.
Yeah.
So you've been 20 years old, and then you finally decide to come out. Like, if you would have been out there, like, I don't think people would beat you up and all that other kind
Everybody's
of stuff.
story is different.
It is. You're right.
Like, they could have grew up like
With the dad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dad saying certain shit,
Yeah.
or in a church and them saying
Yeah.
certain shit. Like, I mean,
that's
everybody's
true.
story different, so you don't know.
I feel like, of course, with me personally going through a situation with a dude that was undercover, like, and I don't know if you know this, but I used to say, like, it was no way in hell I thought this dude was gay. Like, and my gaydar is pretty good. Like,
I'm sure.
however, there was no way in hell. Like, even when I was confronted with the information, it was just like, you lying. Like,
Yeah.
no, not him. No.
Yeah.
But a lot of undercover, you wouldn't think that they were gay
Yeah.
at all.
Respect.
Yeah,
ever.
like, but after, like, I don't know. I just feel like I do feel exactly what you're saying, and I get it, because I talk about that all the time. How hard it is. It's harder for men to come out than females. Like, I get that. I understand that. However, me personally, I'm a pretty understanding person.
Right.
I'm a bi female.
Right.
Like, I said this when we spoke on it before. Out of anybody, I felt like you could have told me.
Right.
We had known each other for so long. I just felt like,
still
if
was
you
probably
didn't want to come
scared,
out,
like,
if you didn't want to come out to nobody, you could have came out to me. I
Out
would
of
have been
all
your
people.
cover. I would have willingly
Right.
been your cover.
But
Like,
he
you
could have
coulda
thought
did you,
he
and I
could have thought more into it. Like, okay, if I tell her, like she might be trustworthy, but like, what if we get into it or do something to
you
her,
know
then she's
what?
gonna go and run and tell
But-
the world and put me on blast? You know
And
what
see,
I'm
what's
saying?
crazy is even now, years later, and this person has pissed me off beyond reason. Like, I literally had said, it got to a point to where I said I felt like he was
wanted
trying to
her.
make me out him. Like, I
Right.
felt he was taking so many shots at me and doing so much shit.
But
I was like,
maybe
damn,
it could- that could
is
be
where-"
true.
And I was like, I felt like that's where he was going with it. But at the same, years later, now I think it's been like six-ish years since I found out. And I still ain't just outed him. Even when we had a show
But you
about it.
shouldn't. I don't think.
I don't. And
Yeah.
it's not my place.
That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like it was my place to know.
Right.
And again, I'm not even saying like, as far as undercover dudes, I feel like at the very least, it's your place to tell your spouse.
Right.
It's your place
Like-
to tell your sex partners.
Yes, like I feel like it's your place. Like, cause again, another stereotype is like, oh, cause you a gay dude, like you gonna pass on AIDS or some shit. Like that's
Yeah.
that's a
I
for
hate
real
that.
stereotype. However,
Anyone having sex can do that.
exactly
So-
anybody. So I definitely just feel
Straight
like
or gay.
is that you don't have to be gay to be like it can come from anywhere. At the same time, I feel like it, like she said, if you're gonna have other sexual partners, I need to be aware of this.
Right, yeah.
Like I need to be aware. I feel like you should tell your partner regardless. And again, I get it. You might not even be with that person long. That person might get mad. They might out you, whatever. But at the same time, if that's what you want to do, don't be in a relationship.
But like, how long was he doing it? Like, did he just start doing it? Was he trying to figure out if he really fucked with that, like that?
I don't know, but I do know the entire time we have
I would
been
ask
together.
questions, a lot of
I
questions.
wasn't getting no answers. Matter of fact, the first question I asked him is why you didn't tell me about you and such, because the other guy is the person who told me.
Right.
So I was like, why you didn't tell me about you and such, and he said, I mean, you don't want me no more, so why it matter? Like, cause
He was so scared. He
cause
was scared.
Yeah, like, cause we was together this
My
whole
last look, I just got a relationship like a month ago. Super church dude, go to church. He's from Alabama. He came to Dallas like last year. We had a beautiful bond. But I realized he was just a true deal undercover.
Oh.
But I had to ask certain questions so I won't be so judgmental of like, why
Your
are you
reasoning.
this way? everybody's story is totally different. But me listening to his story, it looks like he was just trying to please everybody. And
Please the church
and
people.
also, yes.
That's exactly what it was.
And it also came out as like a little bit of cowardness.
Yeah.
That you don't think that you can handle
Everything that comes with you.
everything that comes with being a bisexual or whatever you want to call yourself. So I just feel like when it comes to these men these days, if you paying your own bills, your family living good,
Anything at the end of, if you an adult,
everything, if you're a full
you're an
adult
I
and you
feel
choose to stick your fucking penis in any hole, you should take the responsibility of everything else that comes with it.
I get it. I think I get it more because like I've thought about like being trans, and a lot of the times I'm like I can't because I care about what my family would say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
I hate that. I really do.
Yeah, and I'm a big family person, so it's like, okay, if I come out as trans or if I actually start the transition, like, what would they say? Like, would they not talk to me no more? Like, would they disown me? So I feel like that's kind of a sense like a man coming out, like they don't want their family. It's more so it's always around the family, like
Yeah.
and
people
don't get me
scared
wrong,
of what family. Yeah,
They don't want to
definitely-
feel disowned or
Yeah,
be
I don't.
disowned.
and that's tough.
Yeah,
It
I
is
definitely
tough.
agree with it. Like, because it was hard for me to come out. Like, especially, my mom is completely against me being gay. Like, in all honesty,
To this day?
to this day. And
Oh, I
I
didn't know
came
that.
out when I was like 16. And I knew way before 16. Let me be clear. I didn't really put a name on it or a title to it or whatever, but I knew long before then. I didn't even realize that the way I felt about females wasn't normal until I got to
I mean,
a
it
certain
is
age.
normal, but okay, go ahead.
Well,
I get what- yeah.
you're right. It's completely normal. I didn't know that everybody didn't feel the same way I
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
about females
Yeah.
until I was like, I think like 5th grade or whatever. I just remember talking to some friends. We were at like the playground or whatever. We're talking or whatever, and I'm like, it was
Shout
a
out to
new-
DeSoto.
What? Yeah, I've been knowing him since like 2nd grade.
Fourth,
Oh, for
third.
real?
Yeah, we got baby pictures in
Okay.
there.
That's
what's
up. Yeah, I just remember us being on the playground or whatever, and it was a new girl, and they were like, oh, she's pretty, and I'm like, yeah, she fine. I mean, I probably
Let's
didn't
go
use
to
those
the
exact
chat.
words, but in a sense, I basically was saying like, that bitch right.
Yeah.
Like, and they was like, and I was like, oh, wait,
Y'all don't feel the same way?
Like, oh, y'all don't feel wrong? Like, no, my bad.
Oh, let me be quiet.
Like, yeah, so
I
I
retract
didn't-
that statement.
I didn't realize people didn't see females the way I saw females. Other girls didn't see females the way I saw females. I remember I had a friend in like 4th grade, and I remember spending the night at her house and like us kissing and stuff.
That's
like,
when it happened.
and it was just like,
Early stages.
Okay.
yeah, like
That's getting into my little questions.
So yeah, I mean, I remember knowing really early on. Again, it took for me to start really realizing, like, okay, people don't see it the way I see it, and the initial reaction I got from like actually saying I found this other girl attractive in school shut me the fuck up for a long time. Like, yeah, it shut me up for a long time. I just was not. I wasn't finna say shit because y'all not finna talk about me. Y'all not finna judge me. But it's like I said with what we were talking about. I just felt like once I got to a stage, it took a female that I really liked for me to finally say like, I don't care who knows.
Yeah, right.
Like, of course, I love my family. I'm big on family. However, at the same time, it was just like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely at this point in my life, y'all either gonna like it or leave it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Being bi, it takes a lot of phases of just reinventing yourself and taking a lot of jabs. Like somebody can say something to me right now, I'm like, girl,
it don't
because
even matter.
we have been through so much.
That's crazy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I feel like life is too short to be
Yes.
anything but
It
happy,
is.
to be anything but yourself.
Agreed.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, you can do things to please your family. However, if you're,
gonna
not
be
happy,
unhappy, yeah.
you
You're
only get
living
one
Most
life
of your,
to live.
yeah, some
Right.
of
You
these
get one
families,
life
they
to
can't
live,
even be
and I'm not-
themselves. Most of my family members, I know they can't be themselves.
Because I always look at Bruce Jenner, like in his whole, transformation. I feel bad that you had to wait until you were how old to be your true
Old as
self.
hell. Yeah.
Like you've really been living unhappy your whole life. So
Exactly.
Crazy.
And
Yeah.
I just again, I was just talking to my daughter about this. I just really feel like again, nobody knows when their last day is going to be.
Right.
Like, so with that being said, if you was to walk out right now and get hit by a car and get killed, you spent your whole life pleasing other people.
Yes.
And you yourself aren't happy.
Right.
And that I can't live with. That's something I personally don't want to live with. I want to be happy for the time I have on this earth. And I'm going to be me. And at the end of the day, I feel like, again, because it was a time that with my mama, I wouldn't like say certain things. If I was with a female, I wouldn't talk about the female around my mom. Or there was a time that my mom told me I can't, like, don't bring that shit around my family. Like, my family, who I'm with, can't come to holidays or whatever the case is. And it made me, and I honestly pull away from her because my dad is very accepting.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to keep hearing this negative.
Exactly, like, and I don't want to have to like, hey, I got to drop you off because I want to go see my mom, or I can't go to my grandma's house and see my grandma because my mom might get mad if I bring you over. Like, it's just too much that I had to do. And my dad he's really accepting of my sexuality.
She got one parent.
Yeah, like, and I mean, don't get me wrong, he definitely. It's crazy because my dad didn't believe in lesbians. He believed in gay men. He didn't believe in lesbians. Again, thinking that it's a phase, or that it's again, if I'm with a feminine female, like, oh, that's not real. Like, they just in general, that's how he looked at lesbians in general. Like, they just playing around, but like gay men, they like again, people have that, and it's crazy. I never knew this until probably like 10 years after I came out. We were talking, and he was like, that me and my ex actually had made him believe in like lesbians. Like, he was like, honestly, I didn't used to believe in it.
That's
he was
good
like,
that y'all were able to have that conversation and that y'all were able to change his perception.
Yeah.
Of just being yourself.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
being yourself, and you never knew what you were doing.
Exactly. And I was very appreciative of the fact that whatever reservations my dad had, he never made me feel any type of way. I never knew about it. He never said anything out of line. Like, he let me be me. He let me, whoever I brought with me, he let me bring them. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was this one girl that I dated that was ugly, and he, to this day, he still talk about it. Matter of fact,
Lord.
We all got some of them.
Oh, Lord.
But we was just
Okay.
thinking. Me and Raven was in the car
Doing
yesterday.
shit just to do it.
I accept your heart.
Look at that.
Me and Raven was just talking we were talking
Yesterday.
on the phone yesterday. Me and my dad, we were in her car, and he was like, look, if you're gonna be gay, you gotta bring bad bitches. Like, he was like, he was like, man, you brought that little bitch in my house that look like Bobby Brown.
Not Bobby Brown.
Every little step I take.
Damn.
I was like, hell nah. But I mean, he joked about it, but I know he's serious because he don't. I mean, he ain't taking me fucking with nobody else.
Oh my
And my
God.
family, I definitely agree with the, like, my family crazy. I can't really bring the ugly people around because
They gonna talk shit. That's
girl,
how my
this
family
was
is.
years
That's my
ago.
family.
This was years ago, and my daddy still talk about it.
Yeah,
Like,
to this day.
I ain't seen or spoke to this bitch in I don't know how long, and he still talk about it. So
It's
Gonna be
scarred him
always,
for life.
they always gonna bring it up on holidays. Remember when you used to date that ugly ass? Like, always.
Werewolf-looking girl.
Yes, always. Every year.
it's funny. He brings it up randomly every time. Like, you remember that one time you brought that bitch up?
Yeah.
That sounds like my mother when I brought this film dude over. He had makeup. I was like, who is this man you brought over to my house? So trust me, I understand.
Yeah, like no, my dad don't play that.
So we have two questions, but I'm gonna time into one. So
Okay.
I'm gonna start with you first, since last time we went with her. When did you know you were gay/bi, and when did you also start acting out on it?
Probably like 8 years old. Playground tease. Well, people be like, "Oh my God, that boy is cute." Like the girls, I'd be like, "Yeah, me too."
That's cute.
And what was the next question?
Like, when did you start acting out on it?
Acting out on me being gay, probably 13. I found myself having a little fling with a boy. We both was just having a little puppy love. I mean, it wasn't nothing for me to be like trying to figure out if it was gay or straight. It was just me just
Acting on your feelings.
Just acting
Yeah.
on my energy. I would say the toxic trait of me being gay was finding porn. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, whoa, this is literally like real
What am I
life,
gonna do?
like guys are really fucking each other. But yeah, it's
Okay.
probably like 13.
Like I said, I knew really early on.
You did. I wish I mean, we never, even though we've been knowing each other since childhood, I don't think we ever looked or talked about our sexuality together.
Not at all.
We was always viewed, through it by social media. But yeah,
Yeah, like I knew really early on. Like
I wish I knew your ass.
matter of
I had
fact,
so
you
many-
know what? You know the person I first
had
like
no guidance
kind
in
of
this shit.
messed around with. It's funny though, cause like I said, we've been knowing each other for a long time. We didn't talk for a long time, and then we started working at the same place and ran into each other. It's funny because I told my dad about it because my dad remembers you from my dad used to come
You
to
remember
all
your
of my
skating
field
ring? You mean your skating ring party?
yeah,
Girl,
he used
we
to always
gonna
come
win.
to all the field trips. Do you remember when we went to Ripley's, believe it or not? And went to the little
Yes.
honey stick? He almost ripped my dad's shirt off.
That was your dad?
Trying to hide.
Child, the Lexington do something too. Man, I be thinking all them people are real. Then they add sound
And
effects.
my daddy was like, when I told him who it was, he was like, man,
My
he was
little
like,
gay ass
look at
is
y'all. Like, now y'all done both met up and y'all done got cool again, both
was
just
your
grown and
dad.
gay. And I was like,
I'm weak, grown and gay.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
but yeah, he was like, cause he was bad when he was young, yeah. But yeah, like I knew honestly around, I would say about 3rd, 4th grade is when I knew. I did kind of act on it then. Like I said, I mean, I brought up I did kind of act on it then. However, fully coming out, hey, this is who I'm with. I was like 16. And again, it got to a point to where I had to really be with somebody that I was like, fuck it.
I didn't really suck my first dick till I was like 21. Like,
For real?
I'm being honest.
Damn.
I was
Why
very
that
cautious
long?
on this other side of town.
Why that long?
Right?
It's
Oh, dead.
Hey, I was
very
like,
hesitant
before-
on this lifestyle.
I can't relate. over here.
Y'all probably was looking cool 16. I was like,
Okay, Bree, what's your story?
I knew in 1st grade. I remember the girl name. Her name was Juliana.
Juliana,
Oh,
it was you,
she
girl. I
sound
bet
pretty.
Juliana, I remember I had a crush on her, and I remember we had like I don't know if it was a fire drill or something, but the lights were off and stuff, and her and this boy were under a desk kissing, and I snitched to the teacher. I was mad as hell. Bro,
Player
go touch
hater.
her. Yes, I was
Cock
hating. I'm
blocker.
like, that's mine. Like, yeah, I knew then, and then but I thought it was normal or whatever. And then I started acting on it when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, and I'm not gonna say who because
It's probably out of
everybody
line.
know. A lot of people know.
Shout out to Juliana, by the way.
But I remember being at this girl's house. I don't know if I was in 3rd or 4th grade, but we was doing a little something like kissing
that's right.
and probably touching
Touching,
coochies.
yeah.
Probably. But I remember my freshman year in high school. That's when I first gave it. But listen, like I was scared. I was like, oh shit, I lied to the girl. I was like, yeah, I gave head before. Like, I'm cool at it. Man, we went to her house. I was nervous as fuck. I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm fucked now, but I don't even remember like if she even enjoyed it, if it was even good or not. But I know I remember that girl too. She probably if she see this, she gonna be like, bitch.
I knew it.
Cause I got her as a friend on Facebook too.
That's what's up.
Because
That's crazy.
Shout out to you,
No,
whoever you are.
I just know I was
No
fast
names.
because first of all, I was sucking dick way before 21, and I gave hair right before freshman year to a female.
Oh no!
So
Damn, that's so young.
I know. No, I was fast because been there, done it by that time. But I ain't gonna say I was good at it, but I had some practice.
Speaking of dick, you know what I cannot stand?
What?
When dudes say you just haven't had the right
Oh
dick.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
my.
And I'm
heard
gonna come
that.
back and say maybe
You
you
haven't
ain't haven't had the right dick. How you know? And then you want to get mad. Like, why are you mad? Why are you so upset? Why are you mad? That's a legit
I'm gonna start
question.
saying that to these niggas. For real.
Yeah, it's a legit question. Like, don't ask me no stupid shit if I can't ask you the same thing. Now you mad, but they
'cause-
or they can't take no for an answer. Like if they, because I've been with females before and like we're out or whatever, and a guy will try to hit on them. They'll be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gay," and they'll still try to pursue. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Bro,
You're not
she
respecting
said
what I
no."
said.
Yeah,
Especially
like,
that you can't have no friends. Nigga, I don't want no friends.
Oh
I'm no
my
damn
gosh.
friend. I know what you
Yeah.
mean by a friend.
Exactly, because I don't want it.
You gonna pay
Niggas
my
like
bills?
that,
That's
they
what you can
just
do.
hate
Look.
rejection. They just want
They
to find
do.
some type of
They do.
clapback so
Be
they
looking
can still
but
feel
they be
superior.
ugly. That's the thing too.
But what's
like
funny
That's
ugly
a
as
fact.
hell.
To comment on that, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I hate rejection. That's probably why I don't approach people. Like,
Yeah, I don't
because I ain't
either.
approaching nobody. Like, I done, like I said last time, I done slid into some situations, but I literally I'm gonna have to slide into it. Something gonna have to come up. Something gonna have to pop up. Because I'm not approaching nobody. I mean, I might make jokes to kind of see how you take it, but that's as far as I'm
Yeah.
gonna go. Like,
Just imagine a
I don't
dude
approach
just
people either.
get rejected and they be like, "Okay, have a great day." It's not realistic.
Never.
Like, they gonna say some
Never.
slick shit.
but I
Never.
ain't
To
gonna
still
stunt, 'cause
feel great,
I'm
I
the
think
same
so.
way because I'm telling. I can't say I'm the same way because I don't approach people. However, I'm telling you, I would probably be that dude because if I ever was to
hell
approach
no.
somebody and they turn me down, like, bitch, that's why you ugly anyway.
No, you're ugly.
I'm gonna be that motherfucker because I can't, and that's why I don't do it because I'm not even gonna set myself up for failure. Like,
I don't approach women either. I've only been in relationships because females approach me.
first of all, Bree's a hoe. Like, she ain't gotta approach nobody.
I used to be.
She's
be
a
a hoe.
reformed
I ain't a
hoe.
hoe. Yes, I'm retired.
Social media makes shit
Retired.
way easier than what it used
Oh
to.
yeah,
It does.
for
It
sure.
do.
You
Yeah.
gotta you can 3 pages, boom,
Yeah.
DM open.
I don't even do that. I don't even DM nothing. Just
Yeah, I'm not
don't
gonna
know.
do it. Honestly, it's crazy because even when I'm single, like, I don't even really respond to DMs. Like, I could be single and want to be in a relationship.
I
I'll
do.
be. Like, I know you do.
Hell yeah.
I know you do.
I'm finna
Nigga,
be
you
She
be having
get old so
entertainment
fast.
going on.
Yeah.
for real.
And I be tired of the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that I've gotten to a point to where I kind of expect it. Like, and then on top of it, I know what I used to do. I know how I used to be. So, like, I don't know. I just can't.
I mean,
Like,
I got a
ain't
boo,
some-
so
Whoop.
That's why you're not.
that's why that's why I'm
Okay.
retired.
Are you retired or are you just like
No, I'm retired.
like you're actually
Like she not going nowhere, and
Look.
we finna die. So
wait?
either stay with me or we die.
Die together.
Okay. No, for real, she's the real deal.
That's what's
Okay.
Oh,
up.
that's what's up. I
Bree
felt
found
that.
love.
Yeah, really.
Aw,
I really did.
aw. Shout out to you, boo.
Right?
Yeah. Shout out to
Okay,
you.
send us the recipe. 'Cause,
No, I just but yeah, to sum it all up, because we are coming to the end of our episode. One, I want to tell y'all both thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
you,
It was
Raven
fun.
and Raven.
It was fun.
Good.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody needs to live their own life. Everybody needs to mind their own damn business.
That part.
And I feel like everything we discuss would be a lot easier for everybody. Honestly, if you stay in your lane and you mind your business, you won't have to stress about what this nigga doing or what that female's doing.
Right.
I feel like it'll be easier for undercover dudes to come out if everybody mind their damn business. Yeah, just really to sum it up, mind your fucking business. Like, it's just really
Mind
nothing.
Mind your
more than
motherfucking
that.
business.
Mind your business. Just
Mind
mind
your
your business.
Nah, but yeah, so
Peace up. A-Town down. Hey.
Peace and love. It's been real.